What is up, Albion fans? We have sort of arrived at Blackburn. We're parked about 25 minutes away from the ground. Nice little travel up past all the coaches on the way up here. There's a hell of a lot of us heading up here, so let's hope for a positive result. So all the coaches and all those fans travelling home have got something to cheer about. Still a bit cautiously optimistic about today's game. Heard from a couple of Blackburn fans that they tend to slip up against teams in and around them, but do well against teams towards the top end of the table. So it could be one of those games where we do well, or they completely walk all over us. I don't know what's going to happen. Looking at the lineup, from what I've heard before, obviously they get announced, there's going to be 2 changes. O'Leary in goal. Don't know if that's the right call for me, but let's see how he gets on today. And then JJ has been dropped. Stars will push him further up on the left, and Taylor coming in at left back. Again, it's not what you really want to be doing, pushing a left back into left midfield, but I think Styles can play that role really well. And as long as we can get a couple more balls into the box, I think we'll do really well today. So I'm still hoping for a 2-0 victory. What's your prediction?
2-1.
The old man's gone with a 2-1 prediction there. So let's hope we come away with 3 points. I'll catch you when I'm in the ground. Come on, you Albion.
Terrible.
going now. Yeah.
Who's having on the ball? One more, if you can save it.
How did you save that? Saved it.
What was that?
Piss off, you kid!
For the weekend away. And that. Go on.
Half-time substitution for Blackburn Rovers, replacing number 3, Harry Pickering, is number 29, Matthias Jorgensen, and replacing number 16, Scott Wharton, number 4, Yuri Ribeiro.
Started slowly again, haven't we?
choosing from now. Three different options are. That was a good challenge by Price there.
Crowd supporters in the Riverside stand, please note the door and exit will be closed at full time, so please use the exit via the door end. Thank you.
Baggies fans. It's the day after the game. I had a day to mull over it, and I still think that it was probably one of the worst games I've been to in a long, long time. It's not one that's going to live long in memory. It was one of those games, wasn't it? From the start to the end, it was scrappy. Neither side had much quality. Neither side really wanting to make a mistake. And in the end, it just sort of fizzled out into a 0-0. But saying that, you've got to look at the bigger picture here. Coming into this game, both teams are down there, both teams knowing what's at stake. And the one thing you can't do is walk away with absolutely nothing. And we didn't. And sometimes at that stage of the season, that's what it's all about. It's about grinding results, picking points up, and just keeping yourself away from that bottom three. I thought first half in particular, we did quite well and moved the ball nicely. Obviously, Hegibo had a fantastic chance, and I don't think he can do much more than what he did. You know, the technique to hit the volley, and I think the keeper just made a fantastic reaction save to parry it onto the bar. You know, even if he'd have tried to swivel and probably try and put it in the corner, I think it would have probably been too much for him. But I think the way he hit the ball, the way he struck it, it was goal banned, and the keeper's made a fantastic save to tip it onto the bar. Disappointing in the first half was our dead balls. Not a single dead ball that we took in that first half beat the first man. And then in the second half, it was more of the same, and only one beat the first man, and it was a floater that the keeper caught. And, you know, when you're getting chances like that, you need to be putting quality in the box, especially when we've got the likes of Nat Phillips, Diakite, Campbell, you know, Hegibo even, players that can get on the end of it. And even like the second ball in the box, it was never landing to an Albion player's foot. It was always landing to a Blackburn player's foot. Now, I'm not going to, you know, sit here and say, you know, we deserve to come away with 3 points, because I don't think we did. And I don't think Blackburn deserved to come away with 3 points either. And I genuinely think both teams were happy just to settle with a point. You know, first half, Blackburn didn't really offer too much against us. Tried catching us a couple of times on the break, but nothing much. In the second half, they switched style and formation, and I think it caused us a fair few problems. Diakite putting his body on the line to block what was a certain goal for Blackburn. So again, we've just got to be so careful with teams switching up in the second half, because we can't afford, you know, to give away as much as we did in the second half against Blackburn, especially against teams like Millwall that are coming up, Watford, Ipswich, because they will punish us. And, you know, I think the game really changed when they took off Cantwell. I think he was running the show for him quite a bit. Once he come off, it just petered out into an end-to-end performance where nobody was really willing to make a mistake. And, you know, the last 20 minutes of the game, Morrison was looking at his bench and he just didn't want to bring anybody on. And that's a big worry for us going into these final, you know, 5 games of the season. We've not got anybody on the bench that can change a game up. Obviously, you've got no Wallace at the moment, no Johnson, no Grant. Hopefully Grant is back for Friday against Millwall. Will he play? I don't know. Wallace, I've heard it was out for the season, but again, it could be potentially just 2 games he's missing. But we've just got no options at all off the bench. Defensively, I do think we looked quite solid. We didn't give too much away. Charlie Taylor had a bit of a rough first half, but did well to keep their wingers quiet. We stayed organised, and that's something we can definitely build on. Because if you can keep clean sheets in this league, you give yourself a chance in every game. And I think that's what Corberán said. If you keep a clean sheet in every game, you've got a chance of going on to win it. So, you know, if that's what we need to do, just be difficult to beat. And I saw a mad stat after the game that this is the first time we've kept back-to-back clean sheets away from home pre-pandemic. That's how long it is since we've kept back-to-back away clean sheets. It's just mental when you look at a stat like that and think that how are we, you know, surviving in the Championship? How are we pushing on into the, you know, playoffs under Corberán when we didn't even keep back-to-back clean sheets? But there we are. Frustration, again, just comes from the attacking side. We need more quality, more composure, more belief in the final third. These are the games, especially against teams around you, where if you can just find that one moment, that one bit of quality, it can be massive. But if you flip it the other way, if we lose 1-0, we'll all stand in here saying it's a disaster. But teams below us didn't win. They only gained a point, you know, and Blackburn and us gained a point. So we're just 4 points going into these last 5 games. It's one of those where you've got to balance it. Is it exciting? No. Is it pretty? Definitely not. But it's a point that could matter at the end of the season, and it's absolutely true. And I think before the game, being honest, a lot of us would have probably taken a point, especially against Blackburn away from home, you know, who realistically in the last couple of games beaten some real top quality sides and scored goals, some really good goals. Now it's just about what we do next. We can't keep sticking to draws forever. At some point, we've got to turn one of these into a win, because I genuinely believe 4 or 5 points keeps us up. And that's what's going to be the difference, staying up comfortably or being dragged right back into it. But for now, we move on. It's Millwall Friday night. Obviously, I'll be doing my pre-match preview for that on Thursday, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Baggies fans, Blackburn fans, let me know your thoughts on the game. I love reading through all your comments. And as always, subscribe, hit that like button. Let's aim for 20 likes on this video, and I will catch you on Thursday for the pre-match Millwall preview. Bye-bye, Albion fans.